I think that the WWF Attitude Era is the greatest.
For those that don't know, the Attitude Era was a time in the late 90s in which WWE began to flex in a way where the comedy and the sexual content and the violence all became so heightened, and I do believe it coincided with the rise of new metal. Bands like Limp Bizkit, the popularity of Rage Against the Machine, and young men everywhere were going, this is the content we want. And it only lasted about 4 years. But boy, was it an explosive.
Was it only
4 to 5 years.
I think it's the funniest.
For those that don't know.
Just again, just a quick little synopsis.
I was a wrestling fan growing up, but I was a wrestling fan. It's actually been interesting working here at Barstool because a lot of the people who I think are either the most talented or that I find very entertaining were wrestling guys.
Yes.
And I was like,
they know how to cut a promo.
Maybe that's where they learned it. But when I liked wrestling, I liked the violence of it. I didn't care about cutting promos
That checks out.
and stuff like that. Like I just like
there's mic work and then there's like the in-ring work and you want the violence.
Yeah, well, it's that's also like movie watching. Everyone's got their preference on genre or subgenre, and it's like my thing with mic work versus the action or the violence is like, how do we put Sorkin dialogue in a Fast and Furious movie and make it exponentially better?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I had always hoped for in any programming. And once in a while you get it where there's really good crossover. I think right now WWE is doing a really good job with the Bloodline storyline where Roman Reigns and all these Samoan wrestlers that are maybe literal extended family or not, and they're just Samoan and they're like, you're my cousin, But like that storyline has gotten to a place where there's some like actual drama and long-term character work that feels cinematic while also still having these cage matches or what have you. And I think that's when it's at its best, is when you can kind of marry those
to me, like Mankind, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, awesome. Hardy Boy match, awesome. Shane McMahon flying, awesome. But if you could have for The Rock and Stone Cold and some of these guys who are, they're good, but they're nothing special. If you could have just told me the outcomes of the matches, you know what I mean? I don't even think I would need to watch the matches. I want to see the promos. I want to see the mic work. And then if you told me fast forward the match, The Rock wins, I'd be fine with that.
And I think that's part of what's missing in wrestling today is people forget that the larger-than-life characters are what got us on board. There are these restaurants sometimes, right? You go by a place and it says, we got tacos, we got burgers, and we got spaghetti. And it's like, I don't know that that's a good thing.
I do all that pretty shitty. Yeah.
Some people are kind of just doing, sometimes you have to distill it to what is your thing you're really good at. And the guys who have gotten over, so to speak, in current wrestling are usually the larger-than-life characters, those being MJF, Danhausen, in the WWE, I guess, this guy LA Knight, who kind of has an Attitude Era swagger about him where he gets on the microphone and it's a little bit like, hold up, I'm talking to the homeschool kids here, ready to immediately go in and start roasting them. That type of comedic edge or character confidence, I'll call it, is what really needs to kind of emerge again. Because for a while it was just tattooed in shape dudes and it was like, I'm Braun Stevenson and you're Jack Jordan, and it's
we don't give a fuck about
it.
This.
Just feels like Vince McMahon took a crap, and this is the man. I did not mean to mention Vince taking a crap based on the allegations you just said. Forget that I said that. A veritable crap, not literal crap.
The fact that you have to qualify that, boy, that man was out of control. Huh?
I heard something about him trying to start his own media company now, and I just laughed my face off. I was like, this guy, he's never done anything in the world that was outside of wrestling that was actually profitable. Right. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna make the next Gilmore Girls? What, you don't know what you're doing. You couldn't make a TV show if your life depended on it.
Also, it's like, brother, you had a run, did some terrible shit, did some awesome shit. Just
go spend time with your grandkids and keep them away from the search engine. Go be a human being, you idiot. Stop trying to prove to your dead father that you can accomplish something. Go find God, man. Go
did you
find
watch the doc?
Church. Yeah, and I mean, the doc was weird where it was like, it was partially about Vince, but it was also kind of like a video Wikipedia page for the whole company to then introduce everyone to the new Netflix induction.
Right.
I mean, it was basically a marketing tool that was kind of an expose.
Yep.
If it wasn't on Netflix and Amazon or Hulu did it, I don't know that it would have been as tempered.
Right.
Where they're like, careful, it's spicy.
This is
and you're
our
like,
product.
This is mild salsa.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like hot stuff. But no, I've been working with MLW lately and doing some stuff with AEW and WWE is incredible, but like there's so much good wrestling now, it's insane. Like it's hard to even keep up with how good wrestling is.
How does this all work? Where you're wrestling with MLW, right?
I have, yeah.
On December 5th.
This guy, Court Bauer, just heard that I was doing the indies, and I think most of it was the interest of like this random actor that I like is actually trying to wrestle.
Yeah.
I'll bring him in, but I think I proved myself to him that like I can.
You could wrestle. I was
can
just
hold my
watching.
own.
You wrestled Matt Cardona for like, it was like a 30-minute match. It was
We had
long.
about a 20-minute match.
Yeah. I mean,
Matt,
that's not like, there's plenty of people who pop in and hit somebody with a chair or pin somebody or whatever. Like, you're wrestling, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think the internet's been pretty harsh on me as they enjoy doing. Well, just in that way of like, when's this guy going to get out of here? And they keep saying like, fat David Arquette and stuff. But it's like, that's also a dismissive conclusion.
Yeah.
If you actually watched 3 or 4 of my matches in its entirety, you'd see me doing a butterfly suplex off the top rope.
I would think the total opposite.
You'd see me doing the Texas Cloverleaf that Dean Malenko does. You'd see me bleeding in the ECW arena from my forehead. So.
Yeah, like David Arquette, when he won the belt, I can understand wrestling fans being like, this sucks.
The poor guy, for him, I think it was just like, maybe I'm helping wrestling by shining a light on them. I was in Scream. I was in...
Yeah. And it's hard to say no to, right? If you're a lifelong fan, they say, we want to make you like win at WrestleMania or whatever he did.
What a curse.
That I can get diehard fans not liking that. Giving a guy a hard time who's wrestling on the indie circuit, putting in like real matches, to me feels like the opposite. I would embrace that and be like, this guy's awesome.
I'm also not getting rich. It's not like I'm making a bunch of money. I'm wrestling in front of 500 people in a town in Texas.
Truly for the love of the game.
And lowering all my rates on like autographs and stuff because I also know like this isn't some big city market. I'm not going to tax this dude who freaking drives a snowplow to take a selfie with me.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah.
No, I think it's fun, man. I tell people, I told Colbert, I was like, Bruce Willis had the harmonica. Kevin Bacon's got his like Bacon Brothers band.
Right.
Like guys have this other thing, and for a lot of guys now, it's like golf. It's like golf is the other thing in your life. It's like a side chick almost. But for me, I thought wrestling was something I'd try, and now I love it so much that that's my harmonica.
Yeah. It's also interesting, like that people. I know how the internet works and humanity works and stuff like that, where you kind of just make a snap decision. But like, I'm a fan of yours, so I know you approach things sincerely and you put in the time and the effort and all that stuff.
Thanks,
and like
man.
any fan who knows that is like, well, he's wrestling. He's not like just a guy who's going to come over and like you're committing to the craft.
Yeah, and I think to be fair, I've seen it go other ways where like sometimes I'll see a rapper show up in a movie and I'll be like, the rapper's in a movie or any musician for that matter. And then sometimes they really surprise you and you go, Mos Def can act. He's actually really good. And so like I've been judgmental in the past too. I remember when Heath Ledger got The Dark Knight.
Sure, everybody.
I was like,
that.
oh,
everybody.
Because in my head I'm like, it should be Sam Rockwell, or it should be Michael Shannon, or like I had a million other people other than Heath. And then you watch it, and it shut me right the F up.
I think that was also...
was Sam Rockwell in the contender for
I just mean guys I like.
I
think Michael Shannon would be a great one, too. I think, those are great picks. I think... I'm sure it happened at every level and generation, but that feels to me like kind of... that was at least the first time and I think the public on like a mainstream level learned, don't judge a book by its cover sort of thing.